Yeah, Sirius XM 60s on 6. My friend Christine Ferley is on the phone from California. She's the niece of Michael Landon. Her mom was Miss New Jersey, goes on to Miss Universe, and is a runner-up. And next thing you know, her brother comes out and ends up in the movies and TV, as we know from so many things that Michael had done. But the story that Christine has that she's written a book about, it's called My Way to Heaven. You know Highway to Heaven. Well, My Way to Heaven is a story she put in there, especially about what she went through with her family being into some of the prescription drug use. And can you share any more of the story that your mom and grandma had gone through?
Yeah, well, first of all, Michael really did try to help my mother numerous times, putting her into rehab. Nothing really took effect. But, you know, this whole thing started when my mother broke her ankle when I was 4, and they gave her pain medication. Now, no one should be in pain for 30 years, okay?
Gosh.
And the doctors need to realize that, you know, you can't keep giving these drugs. A broken ankle will heal, actually, pretty quickly. But they don't need to keep giving them the pain medication. The pain medication was no longer for the broken ankle. Mm-hmm. It was for a broken spirit and a broken internal mind, because she was now addicted, and she had a disease, and it was created because of these prescription drugs.
And I know you're not the only one who's probably gone through this story. Many probably in their families do have examples of this happening with them.
I really want to make a difference in this world. I don't want what happened to me to happen to anyone else, and I want to use what happened to me to help other people realize that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You will get through it, and there is help. So
with this being in your family, did any of this wear off on you at that point?
No, but, you know, I did have a car accident due to alcohol. Okay. Which I discussed in the book. And I lied at the time. I told people that I made up a story because I didn't want to deal with the fact that I fell asleep at the wheel. Thank God I didn't hurt anyone else. But addiction runs in our family, so I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
And it's a disease.
Well, I remember reading the first edition of your book, and now that you've updated to have all the pictures with your Uncle Michael Landon in there as well, and the entire family and your story, it's just a really good one that many that have this in their family should be able to hear. It's called My Way to Heaven. Where do they find it?
It's on Amazon right now. It's also, you can get it in paperback or Kindle, and I'm very grateful for being able to do this, because for many years I was submitting it to literary agents and publishers and kept getting rejected over and over. And so I finally said, you know what? If I've got to do it, I got to do it on my own. And so now the title, My Way to Heaven, is similar to Michael's show, Highway to Heaven, but it's my way to heaven because it's my way of giving back in order to get to heaven.
Isn't that incredible? It's just a wild story that you've had throughout your years. I've known you for 14, 15 years now, and so I want to reread it again now that you've updated it and you have the photos in there, so I'm going to get it. My Way to Heaven by Christine Ferley, the niece of Michael Landon. What a story. Thank you, and we'll talk again soon here at Sirius XM 60s on 6.
Hey, where did we go? Days when the rain's